Chico Lopez, why are you against the swamp? Why you talk so bad about the American game dog breeders and the people involved in the game in America? Why you are against it? We want to know why. I think that's a beautiful question. I think that's a beautiful question. And I'm going to start by telling you this principle in life. Insanity equals those who are always doing something and never get any results, and they keep doing the same thing expecting to get better results. In other words, someone, if you keep doing what you always have done, you always get what you always got. Through history, there has been different men involved in the breed. One of my recent videos, I used the picture of George Ameritage, and dressed as a gentleman. He started in 1906, then 1935 he wrote some books. He has some dogs. He talked about the bad elements in the breed through the whole history of the breed, from the times of Carver himself and other people. They talked about how some men were really, really negative for the breed, or they were really, really irrelevant to the breed. Sometimes they were noisemakers, sometimes the people that did some chasty business or whatever, or some breeders that bred dogs that should never be bred, especially man biters. There's some people out there in America that keep breeding these dogs that were not supposed to be bred, that are negative to the breed, but they like them because they might produce a fighting dog that they like, but it's negative to the breed itself. Today we have different swamps. We got the guys that absolutely have these XL, double X's, giant dogs, and they're completely lost. They think that those dogs are pit bulls. They were born in an era where nobody guided them and told them those dogs literally are not American Pit Bull Terriers. But what I'm referring as the swamp most of the time is the low-level swamp. In America, I started in the dogs back in the Bronx in 1990, and my purpose was not to hang around with guys, meet with guys. I've never been the club guy. I've never been the guy that goes to the parties. I've always been a hardworking man and a family man more than anything else. So the dog itself, my first dog, was a dog that I wanted for my family. I loved the features on this dog. I thought it was fantastic. He set a standard in my mind about greatness in American Pit Bull Terriers, opened my curiosity to how better can dogs get if they are raised properly. And one of the reasons is I just didn't respect the men that were in the dogs at the time. I find them to be common people, common guys. If these common guys get to this level of success, if you got a great guy like myself, I could take these dogs to become better. Some people think Chico is doing this because of money. The guys that actually know how much it costs, they know that I lost just all my money on the dogs, developing the dogs, working with them, and the genetics, and personally me learning and studying, because there is no book where I learn from. I literally learned by trial and error and a lot of observation. So I saw the breed growing and changing through process, and I felt whenever a lot of heavy drug dealers came into the breed, a lot of heavy drug dealers. Sadly, Grand Champion Mayday was one of those that opened doors for a lot of Latino heavy drug dealers. And as the breed keep on improving and growing and everything, there were more drug dealers coming through. I can tell you that by 2008, 2009, if you took a map of United States from the border towns with Texas and Mexico and California and Mexico, and you took the biggest drug dealers in America, they were related all in some shape or form with the dogs. Gathering around the pit was nothing but drug dealers' meetings among themselves. And it was all negative towards society, all negative towards families and stuff like that. And I'm not in favor of all of that. And then you have, after the Michael Vick deal, then you have the new thugs that got into the dogs. All those guys that look at him and they thought he was like a superstar, and they were men just leaving the so-so elements, were leaving the breed and dropping all these dogs, selling them, and there was a new group of men jumping into those dogs, buying those dogs, and doing it themselves their way. And then you have social media coming in, you have Facebook and all that stuff, and then you got all these pretenders, all these nobodies. All of a sudden they have a voice, and it became a swamp, a sewage of all garbage. People that talk BS on the internet, that promote crime, and whenever, I made a t-shirt in 2010 that it says, "I'm not a dog man, I'm Chico Lopez." I didn't want to be a dogman. I met so many stupid people around the world that tell me these guys are dogmen. They were just idiots. They were not real dogmen. And for me, that is a situation where I need to make sure that someone of honor is actually promoting the breed to become better and in light of a good dogs and a good family stuff. And so for me, as I saw this transition, I realized that what is left today, after those men left and everybody left, what you have today is nothing but pretenders. You have people that promote crime. The new mentality is that someone came from jail doing 30, 20 years beat for rape, for killing somebody. They say that's a dogman. That's what they do in America today. And I'm not in favor of that. So I'm not going to go against those guys to do anything to them. I leave them alone. I'm not associated with them in any way, shape, or form. I breed dogs and I don't sell to them. They are absolutely denied. I'm pretty sure there's people listening to my conversations all the time. They know by now that I just flat out decline those guys. And because they called all the time, now less than before, but there was the first, like back in when the pandemic happened, they started calling all the time, and I'm like, nope. And they're like, oh, I admire you, Mr. Lopez, blah blah blah. And then they come back, yeah, oh, fuck you, my dog, kill your dog. Oh, same thing. They are the same thing, copycat. They all went to the same idiot school. And so what I promote is great dog ownership. Great humans. The guy that could buy a Labrador and be happy with a Labrador could be happier with a real great, high-quality American Pit Bull Terrier as a pet. Can enjoy him, can go hiking, can go all these things and enjoy the dog. Opposed to dogs on a chain, opposed to dogs being mistreated. I'm against all of that. I'm in favor of great dog owners. I know I'm a leader within the breed, and I know there's a lot of people that are coming into the dogs that listen to me. I'm not going to overcome and overpass all the noise and quack boxes making noise, the so-called come to the podcast. Some swampers call me from a podcast. They're like, yeah, Chico, you're in the podcast. Tell us what's your best dog. I said, whoever listening to these comebacks in this podcast, these guys are complete trash. They're garbage. Those are the negative part of society, the low lives, the lower tier humans that shouldn't be ever with a dog in their lives, promoting young people to become scumbags. The old, so-called old-timers that have no common sense, and they and the dogs, they get busted for dog fighting 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Those negative elements to the breed. I'm against all of that. What I'm in favor is great dog owners, people that love the breed, that love the dogs, really, really love them, and they're willing to enjoy them and treat them well and be positive icons, ambassadors of greatness. For some good people out there, it becomes hard for them to say Chico is correct, because for them it's difficult to go against the grain. It's difficult to realize and say we have been doing it the wrong way, or you guys are doing it the wrong way. Chico is the right man. For those men, they have some ties of loyalty to scumbags. They some have some affiliation to stupidness and stuff like that, and it's up to them. But some of the good people, they got magazines, they got books and stuff like that. The audience is like a circus. They wouldn't sell a magazine if you say I'm going to sell it only to the great owners. They need to have everybody coming in, everybody with a brindle dog, with a blue dog, with a black dog, with an ugly dog, with a whatever dog, just coming in through the door, coming in through the forum, coming in through the space, so we could talk about some dogs. I'm not that guy. I'm a specialty guy. Greatness, only the best, excellence, best dogs for the best families. Give those children in America a chance to live with a great puppy, with a great American Pit Bull Terrier. I'm going to leave you, I'm going to attach to this video some videos of children playing with some of my dogs. It's just, I love it. Ladies, 40, 50-year-old ladies that they're living a life. I had a lady yesterday send me a message. When she approached me, she had this image about a dog that she rescued. And she had a few years without the dog, and she was like, man, this dog is this greatness and whatever. And I said, whatever that dog was, Mom, I promise you my dog is going to be better. It's like, Chico, you don't know, I want my dog to be like this. My dog is not going to be like your dog, is going to be better. And she wrote to me yesterday, says, this is the best dog I ever had in my life. And I said, you're going to say those words. And she said, this is the best dog I ever had in my life. He surpassed all my expectations. And so that makes me happy. Doing a positive thing for society, a positive thing for the dogs. And while I'm doing this, I'm educating great owners. I'm attracting people that instead of buying a bully, instead of buying a dog from the swamp, can come in, buy a dog from a good man. What I'm doing today is what matters. What I'm doing today is promoting the positive image of the breed, the positive image of the American Pit Bull Terrier. Please watch these videos. See these people having fun with their dogs, having great families. Enjoy yourself. I wish you nothing but the best. And if you're studying the breed, stay away from the swamp. And if you're a guy that is studying the swamp and you're addicted to the conversation, the stupid conversation, because it can become addicted for some people. I can see that like it's like a yo-yo going back and forth, back and forth. Listen, you might get in trouble by just being around those people. Stay away from them. Yesterday I had a guy that wrote to me. He says, I'm gonna put the quote what he said. He said, like, I never knew somebody would be hated so much, in the dogs. So people got there, they see me, they hate me because I'm promoting excellence. They don't like it. I'm promoting the good things. My name is Chico Lopez. I really love the dogs. I really love, not the dogs they call the breed. I love the best dogs in the breed, which are my dogs. I work hard for it. I made a difference. I did what they were not willing to do, and I select the dogs the best way possible. I have a gift. God gave it to me, and I'm here to save the best American Pit Bull Terriers for the best people. Enjoy the pictures coming up and maybe some videos. God bless you. Thank you.